Chief Little Turtle, Miami name, Michikinaqua, was one of the most respected and skilled Native American military leaders of the late 18th century. Born around 1752 near the Eel River in what is now Indiana, he rose to prominence as a war chief of the Miami people, even though Miami leadership was usually inherited through the mother's line and his mother was not Miami. Little Turtle became famous for his military tactics and ability to unite different Native nations during a time of increasing conflict with American settlers moving into the Ohio Valley. He first gained major recognition in 1780 by decisively defeating a French force led by Augustin de la Balme, who had tried to attack the Miami town of Kikionga, present-day Fort Wayne, Indiana. As settlers poured into native lands after the American Revolution, Little Turtle led a coalition of Miami, Shawnee, Delaware, and other tribes in what became known as the Northwest Indian Wars, sometimes called Little Turtle's War. He achieved two of the most significant native victories in U.S. history. In 1790, he routed General Josiah Harmar's army near Kekionga. In 1791, he led native forces to a stunning victory over General Arthur St. Clair, killing nearly 1,000 U.S. soldiers, the worst defeat ever suffered by the U.S. Army at the hands of Native Americans. These successes delayed American expansion, but the tide turned when General Mad Anthony Wayne led a better-trained U.S. force. After the defeat of the Indian Confederacy at the Battle of Fallen Timbers in 1794, Little Turtle recognized that continued resistance was hopeless. He advocated for peace and signed the Treaty of Greenville in 1795, ceding much of Ohio and parts of surrounding states to the United States. In his later years, Little Turtle urged his people to adapt to American ways and sought to keep the peace, even as other native leaders like Tecumseh continued to resist. He died in 1812 near Fort Wayne, Indiana, and was honored by both native and non-native communities for his leadership and efforts to protect his people. Little Turtle's legacy is that of a brilliant strategist, a unifier of native nations, and a leader who tried to balance resistance with realism as the United States expanded westward.